Donald Trump has denied writing an incredibly bizarre birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein.
The Epstein files scandal has become a perfect case study in the risks of fanning the flames of conspiracy theories.
It triggered a media frenzy, and yes, lawsuits have indeed been threatened. But in a surprise move, Trump's now demanded the release of sealed grand jury testimony from Epstein's case. But wait, why now? Why would he unlock the Epstein vault just as the media is turning on him again? Why call his own supporters stupid for even asking questions? And why were a group of MAGA supporters recently banned from a Trump rally for wearing Epstein-themed hats? Well, this isn't just about a creepy letter. We're seeing the same old patterns, odd moves, calculated rage, strategic silence, all pointing towards something deeper. If you think you've heard the full Epstein story, buckle up. On July 10th, 2025, the Wall Street Journal released what they called one of the strangest pieces of presidential memorabilia in existence, a 22-year-old letter from Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein, typed on Mar-a-Lago letterhead featuring a sketch of a naked woman. You know it gets worse, right? The word Donald was scribbled in as pubic hair. And the letter ended with a phrase that made conspiracy boards explode. Happy birthday. Every day another wonderful secret. Trump's response was immediate and furious. He called the letter a forgery, disgusting, and promised lawsuits against the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Rupert Murdoch himself. His legal team claimed it was clearly fake. Trump doesn't use typewriters, they said, and that's not his phrasing. But they overlooked one crucial thing. That phrase, every day another wonderful secret, wasn't random. It mirrors language Epstein used in notes to Ghislaine Maxwell, almost word for word. If the letter's fake, it's painfully accurate. If it's real, someone's secrets are slipping out. Trump says he barely knew Epstein, but the timeline tells a way different story. 1992, footage shows Trump and Epstein laughing and pointing at a woman at Mar-a-Lago parties. 1997, a dinner photo surfaces Trump, Melania, Epstein, and Ghislaine. 2002, Trump tells New York Magazine, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, many on the younger side." That quote, immortalized in ink, might just be the worst aging sentence in presidential history. Trump later claimed he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after a complaint involving an underage girl. But here's the catch. Maxwell's testimony and Epstein's pilot logs show that their paths continued crossing well after the alleged ban. So when the birthday letter surfaced, people weren't shocked. They were reminded. Hours after the letter went public, Trump made a bold and baffling move. He directed Pam Bondi, his longtime ally and former Florida Attorney General, to push for the release of sealed grand jury testimony related to Epstein. Grand jury testimony is sacred, even in the most high-profile cases. Mafia, espionage, terror plots, it almost never gets unsealed. So why would Trump, under scrutiny, demand transparency? Let's take a closer look at Bondi. In 2013, Bondi declined to prosecute Trump University after receiving a $25,000 donation from Trump's charitable foundation. Critics called it pay for play. Now Trump is handing her the keys to Epstein's sealed testimony. That's not about justice, that's about narrative control. He's not opening the vault. He's choosing which drawers we're allowed to see. And here's where things get really strange. 2 days after Trump's grand jury stunt, a group of loyal Trump supporters were escorted out of a campaign rally. Why? Because their hats said, "Make America Great Again." Epstein didn't hang himself. They weren't leftist agitators, they were Trump voters. But security told them the hats violated event policy. One was allegedly told, "Epstein questions makes the campaign look bad." Why is Trump's team silencing people asking about Epstein, even when they're wearing MAGA merch? When Trump called his own followers stupid and hoax pushers, it wasn't about fake news. It was about controlling the narrative. He doesn't want questions about Epstein coming from inside the house. This isn't the first time Trump's camp has danced with disclosure. then pulled back. In 2016, he promised to reveal everything about 9/11 and the Saudis. In 2017, he said he'd declassify all JFK files. In both cases, partial dumps. The juicy stuff stayed redacted. So, if the Epstein grand jury files do get released, expect surgical leaks, the kind that hurts enemies and protects allies. Think of it as transparency theater. All spotlight, no substance. If Trump is willing to weaponize redacted files, what else do you think he's willing to do? Let us know in the comments. And hey, before you go, give us a thumbs up. And if you've subscribed, then we'll see you in our next awesome video for Capitol Insights.